Okay.
Well, we got to make sure we're
Yeah,
actually.
should be live.
Hold up. I'm just gonna keep an eye.
Yeah. Should show up on the dashboard, which I'm.
There we are. Okay, we're live.
There it is. We are
All right.
live. Hello, everyone. This is the Wolf Toast podcast. This is our first podcast, our first stream. I'm Doug. This is Kane. There in the bottom
That was
left.
me.
First things first. A little bit of an introduction, I guess. I'm Doug. Obviously, I'm from the Midwest. I'm a computer programmer. I also play video games, all kinds of video games. I collect them.
Big
Yeah.
fucking nerd.
Yes, I am a nerd. He is too. Which is the focus of our podcast today, and probably all of our podcasts to some degree or another. This one in particular, we're concentrating pretty heavily on video games.
Yeah, video games, man.
So you're
Do
gonna
I get to
introduce
do I get to
yourself?
introduce myself?
Yes, you do.
Oh, cool. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Whew. All right. My name is Kane. I'm in school to be a veterinarian, and I'm also a big nerd. Computers, space, chemistry, biology, all that good stuff. So, yeah, we're here to bring some laughs and, talk about stupid shit and get drunk from time to time.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes. I'm
So,
gonna get drunk off my Dr. Pepper here. So, but
All right, so let's stop trying to act formal. Let's just get into the first topic so we can just trail off
Yeah.
from there. And the first topic, I wrote it myself, is Doug selects 3 games and explains why he thinks they are the best.
Right. So, best video games. Good enough topic to start off on.
Pretend like you're talking to me.
Yeah. all right.
Don't think too hard.
Right. So, obviously I collect video games, so it's kind of hard for me to ever always pick what video games are my favorite because, time goes on and that kind of thing tends to, change. Really, I discover new stuff. But for a first one, I'm going to be a cop-out and pick RuneScape. Specifically 2007 RuneScape. Now, this is a game I've been playing since I was, probably about 6 or 7 years old.
That game looks so stupid. Why do you play it? I
It's
tried playing
not-
it once,
Okay, first of all, look.
and I got my ass handed to me in this dungeon.
It is
We
an
were-
achievement in programming, for one. I'm going to be talking about this because I'm a programmer, so I know these things. It was written in Java, which is impressive enough. Also, this is a game that was made in what, fucking 2001? It is 2018, and people are still playing a 10-plus-year-old version of the game that hasn't really changed much from its 2001 iteration, or 2002, or whenever it came out. It's an RPG. There's probably some people out there that don't know what RuneScape is. It's an massive multiplayer online RPG. It was around before World of Warcraft.
Fucking giant shit show is what it is.
It's not a shit show. It's great. It's fantasy. It's clever. It's got that British Monty Python style humor.
Buying girlfriend.
Okay. Thanks.
That's the only thing I remember from it. Buying girlfriend.
Yes, buying BF is a famous. There's so many jokes. There's so much to the community. I love it.
What was that? Do you have that picture? Hold on. Let me send
What,
it to
the
you.
gnome?
Keep talking.
The gnome child.
No. Just keep talking. I'll find it.
Anyway, it's a great game. There's just so much to do in it. The community is wonderful. Well, sort of. It can be. Sometimes it can be not wonderful, but for the most part, it's wonderful. I know that game like the back of my hand. Every single map, every place in the map, every single quest, pretty much that I can think of. I just know that game so well.
So what you're saying is you're got no life.
I've got
That's what
months.
you're saying.
I've got months in that game. I literally have no life. There are months, solid months, gone from my life that are just that game. I know that's not. I know that's not 100% impressive because there are people that have literal years in games, but still, it's a lot of time.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I never really liked it, so
Yeah.
it was just it pissed me off.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I'd wander into whoever's room and they'd be playing RuneScape, and I'd be like, oh, "What is this?"
Well,
And
that's what happened with me when I started playing Call of Duty. I came over to your house, and
Yeah.
I just watched you play with the red AK.
Yeah, Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yeah, on the
Right.
jungle map. I can't remember what it's called, but
Oh, I don't remember what it's called either. It's been so long since I've even played any Call of Duty game.
yeah, Call of Duty kind of died out.
The last one I played was Advanced Warfare. I still have it for PS4, but I just can't bring myself to spend money on them anymore.
I thought about buying World War II, but
Yeah.
I was like, maybe not.
I thought about
I
it
mean,
too.
it looks like it's good, especially the zombies, but
Yeah.
I would play it for like probably a week and be done with it.
It's like the principle for me, the idea that Activision in particular, with their microtransaction loot boxes, whatever, it's like it's just getting worse and worse, and it keeps moving toward that games as a service, games that they release, and then they do one of two things: either they release a new one every year, or they release a game and they expect you to play it for 10 years and pay for all this content, like Destiny, for example. Another game I got addicted to, and then stopped playing it and Destiny 2 on principle. The same principle. I just can't stand where games are going, especially compared to what they used to be.
They're definitely falling. I mean, I'll find a game that's fun every once in a while. I mean, it's not.
Yeah,
but
sure.
they're headed in a bad direction with all these micro.
Yeah, it's not to say that they're not fun, because there's a lot of shit that comes out that's like excellent and fun, but maybe it's not the best business practices wise. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not an expert.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I remember. I can't remember who said this, but I heard somebody say it. They pretty much said like buying shit to make you better at the game is retarded.
Yeah.
But buying stuff to make you look better in the game, so like skins for League of Legends, or like buying skins on Overwatch, or just pretty much just skins. Like skins are a good microtransaction because they don't make your character any better.
Yeah.
Whereas the other content, like being able to get Darth Vader and all these other crazy people when other people can't have them.
That's good that you brought that up, the Battlefront 2 and the fiasco that surrounded that. It's funny because that seems to be the point of contention with these games is, right whenever you cross the line from buying things that are cosmetic into buying something, even if it's a tiny little stat boost, it doesn't matter what it is, people are going to find a way to say that it's pay to win, and in a lot of cases it could be. A lot of cases it's built specifically to be pay to win, but these developers will go completely out of their way to try to convince people that that's not the case, that it's not about greed. It is about greed. It's obvious to literally everyone. I mean, Battlefront 2 when it came out you probably heard about what happened on Reddit. They posted basically in response to the community outcry of the having to play for 40 hours at minimum to even get a chance to play as Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker or whatever. In response to this, they posted this really hollow comment. It was like, oh, we get it and blah blah blah, but it was like a non-explanation. And it became the most downvoted comment in Reddit history. I'm not kidding. By far, the most downvoted comment. It's clear that the entire community, I mean, some of it is just, obviously brigading or whatever, where people, it's the most downvoted comment, now I'm going to downvote it. But there is still a statement to be made there.
That's kind of like how, remember the commercial for Infinite Warfare, is it?
Yeah.
Infinite, the commercial on YouTube.
Downvoted into oblivion on YouTube. Yeah, I remember that.
It's just because the Battlefield 1 trailer was so much better, and they came out like at the same time.
There comes a point where people just get fed up with the same shit that gets shoveled into their faces, but then to the same, or on the same wavelength, people are still buying it. Clearly, because their sales are being hurt, but people are still buying it.
I don't know.
Anyway, what the fuck were we even talking about? Favorite games?
Your second favorite game, Doug.
I have to go in order? All right. My second favorite game.
Well, no, we'll stick to one for now. We'll go into the other shit later.
You want to do one of yours then?
Yeah, my favorite... Oh, man. My favorite game of all time. I probably should have thought about this before doing the podcast. I would probably have to say Metal Gear Solid 3. I think that game I spent the most time on.
Yeah.
I spent I had all these games for PlayStation 2 that my grandpa would buy me because he would buy me a new game like every week. So I had so many games, but that's the only one I wanted to play. It was Metal Gear Solid 3, and I think I played it like I beat that game probably more than like 50 times. Yeah. And I remember I'd play like the monkeys, catch the monkeys, ape escape. Yeah, I spent a lot of time, and I put a lot of effort and time into that game.
Yeah, I too am a fan of the entire Metal Gear series.
Well, yeah, the entire series is phenomenal, but if you had to ask me which one was my favorite, I'd say the third one.
Yeah. 3 definitely has the most, just for a PlayStation 2 game, the mechanics are insane. For those of you who are not somehow or another not familiar with Metal Gear Solid, it is a stealth third-person / first-person kind of espionage shooter game. The mechanics of the game are incredible. The story is mind-blowing.
Russians.
Yeah, Russians. I'm not just saying that. Just say it. I know that everyone talks about stories that are mind-blowing, but the Metal Gear series is, if you have not exposed yourself to it, please do. It is difficult to fathom how ridiculously complicated the story is. It spans something like 100 years across all the games that have come out. It's just, they're so good. I can't even describe it. Metal Gear Solid 3 is not personally my favorite Metal Gear game, but there are other ones that I'm more attached to, but that one...
I just liked the third one because I would always sneak around and like just fuck with the guards. I just fuck with them constantly.
Yeah.
Like hide and like I was a little psychopath when I was a kid. Like I would like slice their fucking legs and make them fall over, and I put them to sleep. Then I'd like drag them into like somewhere, and then I'd wake them up. And as soon as they woke up, I'd fucking kick them in the head again and knock them back out.
Yeah.
And then I would like eventually end up dragging them to a cliff and tossing them off, or just I love throats in that game too. I'm sorry, that you just hold down the circle button harder.
Oh yeah,
and then, yeah.
That's a pretty uncommon thing on the PlayStation. The idea of pressing a button in hard or not.
Yeah.
And it really like that visceral feeling. I know that sounds sick, but like the thing that Metal Gear Solid games excel at is the detail, the attention to detail, and it's just little things like that, like having to literally like shove your thumb into the square button to kill a guard is like. I don't know. It just adds to the entire experience of the game.
I also liked that game a lot because of what's her name? Eva.
Oh my god. Yeah, Eva.
Yeah.
Fan service. That's what that is.
The bouncy boobs. I remember that. I remember. When did that game come out? I was probably like 13.
2003 maybe, something like that.
I was like 13 maybe. I was young. I was like super young. Like I'm talking. I haven't really gotten into like adult stuff yet. Man. So I remember one time I was in the jungle, and Eva was there, and she had her shirt all opened up. You see the cleavage, and I'm across the jungle, fucking. I'm zoomed in with my binoculars where all you see on the entire screen is just tits. And I remember my grandpa comes in and I start freaking out, and I couldn't get out of the fucking zoom mode, so I just like turned the TV off, and it's like, what were you doing? And I'm like, I turned the TV back on, and I'm like, I gotta fess up to this. And as the TV's like slowly turning back on, I'm like, no, I don't have to fess up to this. I don't know, Grandpa. I'm trying to figure out how to use the controls, and it just zoomed in right there, and I...
Jesus.
He's like, okay. Go now.
That's great.
I had a huge crush on Eva.
My friends used to do that too. I remember a buddy of mine had a GameCube in his garage, and we'd just play in there, and he had Metal Gear Solid 3 for the GameCube, and they used to fucking do that shit all the time with Eva. Eva is a character. Metal Gear Solid is a game that is famous for having women who have cleavage or other revealing outfits, and there's usually some kind of ridiculous like scientific explanation as to why they need to be dressed like that.
Like quiet.
Yeah, it's Yeah, it's
Quiet,
ridiculous.
for those of you who don't know,
Yeah.
is a sniper. She doesn't talk. That's why they call her Quiet.
Yeah.
And she's just in like a bikini all the time, just completely naked, big bouncing boobs everywhere. The reason she doesn't wear clothes is because she is she's like a plant. She breathes through her skin. So she's half tree.
She's half tree.
She breathes through her skin, so she has to. You know that one scene, like when those dudes were trying to rape her.
Yeah.
And then like she had all that prison gear on, so she couldn't really breathe, and she was like all pale and everything. And that guy like pushed her down into the water, and he was like started taking off her pants, and as soon as he took her pants off, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Her eyes just like open up and she can breathe again, and she fucking just wipes out that entire camp like nothing.
Yeah, it's funny to look at. It's yet another layer of the Metal Gear Solidness. The idea.
Yeah,
that,
I mean, they can either explain it to you, or you can like see little things like that, like I did. Like I knew when I heard her pants get taken off, I'm like, oh, she can fucking breathe now. Oh, you better fucking run, dude.
Yeah, it's interesting. It adds like a multi-layeredness to just what would have been some cliche thing. It makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
But that's pretty common in Metal Gear Solid. The idea that at the end of the day, it's just fucking fan service, though. That's what it is. It's just that they had to come up with some fucking complicated explanation for it.
Yeah.
You know.
I always liked in Metal Gear 2, the posters in the closet or the lockers.
That's a neat little touch.
Just, you would leave the locker door open and be like a pinup girl.
Yeah.
She's like half naked, and then if a guard walks by, he's like, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh. He just fucking looks at it. Oh, I love that game so much.
So many layers.
And that's why, like, the reason I love that Metal Gear has to be my favorite video game series. Fallout comes very close to it, but Metal Gear, just there's so many years it's been part of my life. That game's made me laugh, get pissed off, cry even. Like I fucking cried in the fifth one.
Yeah.
With the whole Quiet thing.
Yeah.
I fucking cried like a bitch. But the reason it's so good is just because all of these elements come together, and that's why when they put out the trailer for the fifth one, and they had that whole collab of just going back over all the years of Metal Gear, showing the different clips and games, that fucking trailer like spoke to me so hard. I was just sitting there watching it. I'm like, I'm part of this. I'm part of the people who made this happen. You know?
Yeah. It was a tribute to the fans, and it was a great one.
Yeah, it really was.
The last game in the series. I know that Metal Gear Survive is a thing now. I don't consider that to be Metal Gear. I don't think anyone does.
It's
not
Metal
grab.
Gear without the main
cash grab. That's what it is.
Yeah. All right, on to the next question. On any upcoming games you're excited for? What about that one Kojima's making?
Right, Death Stranding. So Kojima. So basically, I guess I'll explain this. Hideo Kojima, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I never know. The creator of the Metal Gear series, who is pretty much a legend. He left Konami presumably because they treated him like shit. He joined Sony, and he's going to be making what I assume is a PlayStation-only game. With Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro, which is a very interesting and
Norman Reedus is in that shit. I forgot that.
They're all friends. I don't know how this happened. Japanese game developer, presumably, I think Norman Reedus is American. American.
Yeah, he is.
Actor in Walking Dead and horror movie director Guillermo del Toro are all friends and collaborators somehow.
Yeah.
They're all making a game. It's really weird. It's super psychological. There's been like 2 or 3 trailers that have come out now.
There have been 3 now? I've only seen 1.
Yeah. There's no gameplay shown yet. They're all 3 are cinematic. They're all 3 are...
I like cinematics.
All 3 of them, it's completely fucking no fucking idea what's going on. You can't even... It's like barely... You can't comprehend the story. It's so insane. I have no idea what's happening, and yet I find myself being excited for it. I feel like that's kind of the Kojima formula, because a lot of Metal Gear is like that, where you're like, I have no idea what's happening, but it's great.
Well, it's just because Kojima is such a mastermind. Right. And he's like the Quentin Tarantino of video games.
I suppose that's a fair comparison.
Quentin Tarantino has his own, unique... You see a movie... Yes. And you don't know who wrote it. There's certain elements in that movie you can be like, is this written by Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah, he does have
same thing with Same thing with Kojima. He's got a certain style that you see it and you just think Kojima, like the weirdness of it.
Yeah,
there's so much weird shit scattered throughout Metal Gear that you just see it now and you're like, Kojima, like the little fucking frogs that are hidden around Metal Gear Solid 3. Like, what the hell is the point of that? Nothing, but it's cute, it's funny, so he put it in there.
It's a specific kind of weirdness, a very specific kind that you recognize after a while. Just like little things here and there. There's a scene in Metal Gear Solid 3 that I love where one of the main bad guys walks across the bridge and says, Kuwabara, Kuwabara. No explanation.
Yeah, no explanations for it.
However, if you look that up, and I keep fucking with my hair, if you look it up and look into the what that means, it's like this...
Doesn't it mean like lightning or thunder?
What it is it's a Japanese phrase, I believe, that was traditionally said to ward off lightning, which is a bit of irony because... But
why is he saying it? He says it for no reason.
Who fucking knows? I don't know. Also, his character can control lightning. Why? Who knows? Who fucking knows? Never explained.
Nobody. Yeah, that's Kojima. So, anything else that's coming out that looks good?
Right. Something that has come out very recently that I want to play is Monster Hunter World.
Yes, I want to play that. I was about to buy it yesterday, but I'm like, maybe not. Yeah. I want to save money for this weekend because I'm going bonkers this weekend. So I'm like, I'll buy it next weekend.
Monster Hunter World, I assume that you're probably going to get it for the PS4.
Not like I could get it for the PC.
Right. Cade's computer, not that great at running things. I'm streaming this from my computer because my computer is slightly better at running things. I say slightly, and I mean it.
We tried so hard. I'm excited for The Last of Us Part 2. That's another thing that's coming out.
I like the thing they showed with Ellie and the guitar. Mm-hmm. That was cool. The animation was pretty stunning.
Anything else? Far Cry 5, I might try.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it yet.
I'm a big fan of the Far Cry games, to be honest. My grandpa played them all the time, and then,
Yeah, I love Far Cry 2.
love the third one. The third one with Voss and all that in it.
Yeah, third one's probably the best.
Yeah,
I lost it.
They did a good job with the third one.
Yeah, I never played 4. Kind of lost me after. I mean, I did a little bit, like for like 5 minutes, but I never played it like a lot. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I got into 4 a little bit, and then I got into Primal a little bit, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Yeah. But the 5th one, is that out already? I'm not sure if it is.
I don't think so. That's a good question. I keep seeing like advertisements for it.
This is me. I'm the research guy.
Yeah.
No. The reason I'm excited about it is because it takes place in like Wisconsin or some shit like that.
Montana, I think.
Yeah, Montana. So it's like all American like soil. I want to see that.
Out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Which is a common Far Cry theme, just some place out in the middle of nowhere, and it's interesting that you don't really think that America has any places that are isolated, but there certainly are. What
is this article? Farming Simulator 19 is not to be confused with Far Cry 5.
What? Farming.
What? Why? Farming Simulator 19. There's been 18 other ones apparently.
Farming Simulator is actually quite expensive still. People really want to play that game, even the older ones. Okay,
it comes out March 27th. As I'm coming, it doesn't say where it takes place. Whatever.
I think it's Montana. Whatever.
Why? What the hell? Okay, Amazon.com $59.99, Best Buy $59.99. Yeah. Walmart, $69.96.
What the fuck? Thanks, Walmart. I would never buy it new anyway, but that's just me.
Yeah. I'm not part of the scum that goes to Walmart, which is funny because I do go to Walmart.
Yeah.
To buy guns and ammo, and it's always a fucking trip. Oh, man. Every time I have to go buy ammo, like I'll park, and then someone will park next to me, too close. Then I'm sitting inside my car, and I'm like, okay, so I'll have to get out my passenger side or some shit. Man. And then on my way in, I'm passing like 75,000 pounded people just lumbering around, or like you can hear them halfway across the store, like beep, beep, just backing
in their little rambles or whatever. Yeah.
And then there's like kids screaming. There's fucking weirdos jacking off in the corner. Like, you should see it. It's funny because when I go there, I don't look like anybody else there. Everybody there's like dirty or like overweight.
Jesus.
the Walmart in my area at least. So it's funny because when me and my brother go there to get ammo because they sell 500 rounds for $20 there of 22 round.
Oh man,
which is really good.
That is
so.
Really good.
You see us. I go in there. I got my hat on. I always wear my like gun shirts when I go out shooting. So I got some tight shirt on that says has a fucking rifle on it.
Yeah.
And so does my brother, and he's got his hat on, and then we both have sunglasses on, and we're just like shoulders squared up, my God, like we're about to fight, and we don't look at anybody, we don't talk to anybody, we just make a straight beeline for the fucking gun section.
Oh my God.
It's hilarious, and it's just one after the other, just walking, just looking ahead the entire time.
Oh, Walmart.
I remember the Walmart in fucking back in where you live.
Yeah.
We would I would
it's
go
pretty
there
trash.
for the stupidest shit. Well, it's because it's in the trashy area.
Yeah, true.
You go somewhere in a trashy area like I'm always afraid in certain parts out here in California because it's so shady. Like you'll be walking to your car and some guy comes he's got a trench coat on and he's shuffling towards you at a very fast rate.
What the fuck?
I had somebody try to talk to me the other day. I was going in to get Panda Express and some guy was standing in my way of the door and I'm like,
hey,
excuse me. And he goes, can you give me a ride somewhere, man? And I'm like, no, thank you. I'm trying to get my Chinese food, please.
Spare change.
And he's just like, oh, yeah, I see how it is. And he just booked it. Yeah, it's weird out here. Or this one time, I'm in my dad's car. My dad's got the little Marine sticker on the back.
Yeah.
And some guy comes up to my window.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm like, go away.
Go away.
Because you can tell he was homeless.
Yeah.
But then again, he's just knocking on the window. And I'm like, all right. So I rolled it down halfway.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I help you? Hey, man, my car broke down and I need to get to Palm Springs and my wife's yelling at me and we got kids in the car. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. He's like, oh, but you're like a Marine, though. You're supposed to help the citizens.
What?
And I'm like, I'm not a Marine. Well, I got the sticker on your car, man. And I'm like, it's my dad's car. He's just, and as this guy, and he's not getting mad at me. I'm making him sound angry. He's not angry. He's just, talking very loudly and very, very jumpy.
Hopped up on drugs. Yeah.
Yeah. And while this guy's talking, I feel little bits of spit hitting the side, the side of my head up here, the side that's showing out of the window.
Oh my God.
And eventually, and the entire time, my dad's got this big fucking knife sticking out of the center thing. So I got my hand on that thing the entire time, and I'm trying to make him see it that I'm holding this thing. And he's still just spitting all over me. So eventually, I was like, all right, I got a meeting to be at 3. Sorry. Rolled up the window, booked it out of there, and he followed my car. I was like, because it's like a mall parking area, so you got to go really slow.
Right.
So I pulled out, and I'm pulling away, and I can see in the rearview mirror he's just fucking walking after the car. What is this guy?
Homeless people.
I don't know.
I mean, homeless I'm sure there's all kinds of homeless people. I don't mean to disparage, but I'm sure that there are some, just like there are people that own homes that are idiots.
Yeah, you got nice homeless people that say, hey, can I have some money? No, I ain't got, okay, you have a good day.
Yeah.
And then you got the ones that are just,
Right.
I made that YouTube video at one time about all the hobos that hang around my old work.
Yeah.
And they would make me go clean up the parking lot because there'd be used needles in the parking lot, and I would sweep that shit up. And then they would come into our bathrooms and do drugs in the bathroom. And I'd see lines laid out on the freaking floor. They're snorting coke off the fucking bathroom floor. What are you doing?
I saw something interesting the other day. It was basically, I forget what city it was. There was some city that was suggesting the idea that they could have safe drug consumption areas. That is, places where people who are addicted to heroin or whatever they're addicted to can go and be supervised. It's like if you have to take the drug,
Oh, yeah. They have that in, Europe, don't they?
Yeah, and be supervised by a doctor and make sure that they're all right. And, there's a lot of arguments back and forth about the ethics of that or whatever.
Well, I feel like if you're going to do drugs, at least be smart about it.
Yeah, you may as well. Yeah. If you're going to do it. I, for one, don't believe that illegal drugs should be illegal. That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty libertarian in my views, and one of those things is just one of those things to me is just that you should be able to do what you want with your body.
Yeah, yeah.
You
If
know?
you fucking overdose, it's your fault, man. I mean,
Yeah.
or it'd be great to have like places where you can go and pay
Yeah.
for the drugs and
Yeah.
do them at that place. Or you can even call somebody to supervise you, like hire somebody that you can make a market out of that.
Yeah.
You can make a market. A hospital place. That, actually, you keep talking. I gotta open my door here.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But just stuff about drugs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because like you have people who are like vehemently opposed to this, like no, you can't have people any places, you can't condone drug usage, and it's like, come on, man, you don't get it. Like, it's not that simple.
Yeah.
If it were just that simple for everybody who's addicted or everybody who's whatever problems there are for those to just go away. It's like it's the same kind of people who want to have like homeless spikes in cities so that homeless people can't. It's like, really?
The spikes.
Like, oh yeah, just
that's kind of funny though. Like...
just fuck off to the next city. Fuck off somewhere else. We don't want to deal with you. Is that's that kind of thinking? And I
reminded me, when I saw those pictures, I thought of like the old video games, just like spikes on the ground.
God damn it!
The fucking hobos go to lay on them, and then they fucking start
they take
flashing.
One damage,
they start flashing, have like bananas fly out of their pockets and shit.
Yeah, that's horrible, but that's funny.
Oh.
God damn it!
Fucking hell. Oh, okay. All right. So we made it to the half-hour mark. I was thinking about doing this for like an hour.
Yeah.
So the half-hour mark is when we do our 5-minute break.
You want to do a 5-minute break right now, then?
Yeah, we're gonna do the 5-minute break, and then we're gonna go into the next stuff we have lined up here.
Okay. We'll be back shortly.
So
then.
what time is it? It's 6:31.
Yeah.
So
8:31 p.m. here, Central Time, which the stream is going on.
8:31. So 41, or I can't count. 46. We'll be back.
36. 36. Yeah, math.
It's hard, man.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, turn the. This is our first time doing this.
Yeah, I'll mute
turn
the mic and.
Mute mic, video. No, yeah, just put the thing on the board. Did you put it up? Did you? Oh, okay. online. We had people in here and they left.
They left?
Oh
well.
Because you went longer than 5 minutes.
Oh, come on. It's 6 minutes. Anyway, okay, we're back.
Right. Oh, I gotta stop eating if we're podcasting now.
I got snacks here, but I'm not gonna eat them. Whew. Okay.
All right, so we're back from the break.
Yep.
Doug's overlong break.
Yeah.
All I did was grab a Jones soda.
I had a cigarette. My terrible, terrible habit, which we both share.
What? I don't smoke.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so what's the next topic? We're gonna talk about news. Any notable YouTube drama? I heard Jake Paul or Logan Paul is he's being demonetized now.
Yes.
He's not getting money.
So the Logan Paul drama, this all stemmed from his video where he went into a famous forest while he was visiting Japan that was known to be a suicide place, a place where people would regularly kill themselves. He filmed a dead body, he made fun of said dead body, and he thought that it would be a great idea to put it on YouTube. He got in trouble for that and decided to take a small leave of absence from YouTube. He came back to YouTube, and his very next video featured him doing things like tasering dead rats. At that point,
that pissed me off.
Yep, at that point, YouTube had enough, and they decided to temporarily stop ads from being run on his channel. I believe they're also removing him from, trending or something. Maybe I may be wrong about that. I think they might.
Maybe they'll cut his YouTube Red thing.
Yeah, I know that he was in that movie, The Thinning, or whatever, which I believe probably was something.
Dumbass fucking.
Him and his brother are both fucking idiots. I'm sure that I'm sure that pretty much anybody who would be watching our stream would probably agree with that.
There was a video, his comeback video. He went around asking people on the street. I guess he was disguised or something. People were just getting asked on the street, what do you think about Logan Paul? And then they're like, oh yeah, he did that suicide video? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was pretty messed up, yeah?
Yep.
Like, dude, you're obviously...
Not a good time to do a what do you think of my channel video, maybe.
No, he's like, oh yeah, that thing I did? It was pretty messed up, huh? Yeah. Like, oh god.
For fuck's sake.
Curly-headed.
Just...
Jokester.
No semblance of self-awareness. I don't think his brain is capable of that. I'm serious. That's a common thing.
He hasn't become self-aware yet.
Yeah, it's the what do they call it? The Dunning-Kruger effect, where people that are like that dumb are like incapable of being aware of it. It's great. Him and his brothers, it's the same fucking shit. They're both assholes. They go around and they're nuisances. That's what they are.
Speaking of the suicide forest, I actually want to visit. That's one of the places I wanted to visit. Because I plan on going to Japan eventually.
Morbid curiosity.
Yeah, it's a morbid curiosity. I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to film.
Right.
I'm not going to, be goofing off and jumping around.
Yeah.
When I go to Japan, I'm going to be respectful,
right.
And I know we're a little late on the bandwagon talking about this, but I'm going to be respectful when I go to Japan. I'm going to dress normal. I'm going to be very, thank you, please, all this stuff. I'm not going to be jumping, hanging off stuff. Yeah. But when I do go into the forest, I'm going to, be respectful.
Yeah.
If I see a dead body, I'm going to say, I'm going to pay my respects and I'm going to inform the police about it.
I don't know about you, but that would freak me out. Like, I don't know how you can, see something like that and think this is views,
What, you never seen a dead body before?
Yeah, funny. but seriously, it's one thing to be freaked out about it, and there's another thing to look at it and go, this is content. This is views.
Yeah.
It's so sociopathic and it's so strange to call someone like that jaded because they're but it seems like that's all that he's capable of thinking about is the views and the content, which makes me think that all he's capable of thinking about is the money. He doesn't give a shit about his audience. He doesn't give a shit about how people are going to react.
I think maybe he had some traumatic things happen to him when he was younger.
Who fucking
No, maybe he's got an attention deficit problem where he needs the approval of people because, say, daddy knocked him around or something.
I don't know if that's attention deficit disorder, but fair enough.
Or, no, that's not what I meant. But you know what I meant.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
they want attention all the time.
I think that it definitely does take a certain kind of mind to be that kind of person, to be that kind of personality, if you will,
Yeah, he's a goober, all right. But
a goober.
let's move on from the goob.
Okay, all right. So
What about new technology? Anything new in that department?
New tech. That's a good point.
Oh, those new sex dolls that are coming out.
Oh my God, I keep reading about that. Yeah. As if we need more
forgot.
problems.
I saw a funny meme, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's sex dolls, more realistic than ever.
Everyone's just like, oh, I don't need a girlfriend anymore. I'm just gonna get a piece of plastic.
Yeah, there's something to be said of like objectivity of women in that, and I'm sure that seems to be a point of discussion. I've seen that, you know, like it's kind of it's
defying women.
It's halfway funny and halfway like this might be a thing. You know, this might be an issue.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be an issue.
Well, yeah.
Why would it?
I don't think it is, but
the only people who are going to buy that are like the fucking weirdos that buy the fleshlights in the first place. You know?
Yeah, like I don't think it's an issue.
Not even fleshlights. I mean, I could see fleshlights being kind of normal, but like those asses with just the holes. The only people that are going to buy the sex dolls are those types of people who buy those things.
Oh God, it's going to be so unsanitary. I don't even like thinking about that.
It's like, oh, dude, you remember that picture I sent you of the guy who made a girlfriend out of like paper?
Yeah,
it's like
a
crusty and crumpled.
Oh God,
hunched over.
No.
God, I love that picture. Everyone's like, "What is this?"
See, no, we can't. We're not fucking showing that. I'm not gonna be googling that.
Tell you to.
But yeah, right. It's fucking people, man. The bottom of the barrel of humanity. It's great.
Bottom of the barrel. Oh man. Let's see if I have anything worth showing.
Right.
Oh, what else is on that list while I'm looking through this?
Jesus.
I don't understand these people.
I don't either. You do you know, but man.
Oh man, we're getting into cringe territory, huh?
God. Yeah, it's something that me and Kane love to do is cringe.
Look up cringe.
Cringe culture is
the bottom of the barrel. Well, I don't understand them though. Like, yeah. I really don't. Like, you have to be self-aware to some degree. To some degree.
Well,
you halfway typing that paragraph about respecting women, you might just kind of stop and think, I've done it before. I'll be messaging a girl, and like, you know, maybe I'm drunk or something, and I feel like being a nice guy at the moment.
Oh my God!
And I'll start typing up some long nice guy text. Halfway through, I'm like, I sound like a fucking retard.
Well, you're fucking impaired at that point. Like, there's an excuse, you know.
I'm impaired.
you don't have all your judgment intact. There's a bit of an excuse for not being able to immediately evaluate yourself. But I think that nobody thinks that they're a creep. Nobody thinks that they're wrong.
Well,
necessarily.
I mean, you can realize it. Okay, so say you go up to a girl and you say something to her and she rejects you, right?
Okay. Yeah.
After you go, you start thinking on it and you're like, I was kind of fucking creepy right there, wasn't I? Like, you can sense it, you know?
Or you think to yourself, it's the girl's fault, which seems to be the problem with these people. It's not
that
me,
is
it's
the problem.
them.
They're like, these fucking women.
Yeah, exactly. This is legitimate. I think it's legitimate. Like, because there's a lot of, like, even Reddit had a community called incels until recently.
I heard about that.
Yeah, our incels got shut down. It's been replaced by a subreddit called brain cells, which I think is the same thing but slightly less bad. Basically, incel means involuntary celibate. That's what it stands for. It was a community where people would basically just disparage women because of not being able to have sex with them, and they would sometimes go as far as to threaten violence. This is, like I said, bottom of the barrel of humanity. Nice guy, you know, I do all these things. I pay compliments to women, and they don't give me sex in return, so they're wrong. They're whores. They're whatever. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I genuinely believe that there is no self-awareness there.
How super villains are born.
Yeah, it's like what's his name from the Incredibles, Benny. You know, I'll just fucking show those superheroes. You know.
Yeah, like I'll show them.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell is that? I'm glad we're not on my screen.
Oh my god.
I'm looking through cringe pictures. There's some interesting stuff on here.
Oh my god. We've gotten to that point, have we?
Yeah, I like cringe. I like looking at cringe pictures.
I like it to a certain degree. I think there's something to be said. You know what's funny? Get this. I read lately there was some article, I don't know if it was like Huffington Post or something, and it was literally criticizing the idea of cringe culture. The idea that there's people that look at things that make you cringe and enjoy it. I don't remember what the basis for criticism was. I think it might have been making fun of disabled people or something, because I'm sure that that's maybe part of it, or just making fun of people in general.
Some of them are probably mentally disabled.
Right, or just.
I'm not laughing at the mentally disabled thing. I just came across a picture.
or it could have been, maybe it's like a bullying thing, like, oh well, it's bullying. Come on. Like, it gets to a certain point where the things that these people are doing are so harmful that it is A, not bullying to look at it and go, wow, that's wrong, and B, not entirely inappropriate to laugh at it because of just how ridiculous and sick it is, you know?
I sent you a picture. Pull it up.
Oh my god! All right.
Let's see if we can get this to work.
Let's see if we get this. Yeah, because we have a special content bit for our podcast here, where I can show things. Hopefully, this will work. Let me just get it in full screen here. Just give me a minute for this to load. Oh my god! Not this.
Your computer is
dying. You can hear my computer flipping the fuck out. But all right, let me switch to.
Fucking dust bunnies start rolling out of the CD port.
And of course, it's not fucking working. Go figure.
There we go. Almost.
Did it work? Nope.
Almost. You gotta get the picture up.
I have it up. It's just not. All right, let me try.
Oh yeah. Well, never mind. Just
wait. I got this. Okay, there it goes. All right. So I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna go to your link. Sorry, this is our first time, so we're still working out the bugs in a wonderful OBS here.
Wait, Doug.
What?
You gotta go. Oh, okay. You took the content off there.
And there we go.
Okay, perfect.
There it is.
I was like, don't show people my Facebook.
And we can't fucking see it.
Can you see it?
I can't fucking see it.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty small. But
okay, so I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it.
You can see his face though.
I'm gonna read it. It says, "This is what this appears to be is an
zoom in on it. Zoom in. Can't you zoom?
I can't zoom in on it. No. Well, maybe I can. How do you zoom?
Zoom feature. Nah, don't fuck with it. We're fine. People can do it on the large. Oh wait, no, yeah, people can see the face. I just went full screen on our stream, so it looks nice.
Okay, yeah. Greetings, ladies. It's an OkCupid profile. It says, "Greetings, ladies." First of all, that itself is pretty interesting.
That is me. That is me when I wake up on Sunday morning.
And working at McDonald's, I was recently promoted to head fry cook, so I have some good things going on for me right now. I also caught all 151 original Pokemon.
Dude, that's you in 20 years.
To be fair, I have never done that. That is an achievement. But maybe not something to brag about on OkCupid. This picture is old. This picture is classic cringe, obviously. This is something that's been around for a while, and people...
That's something else I don't understand. Like, these cringy people, I understand maybe you were born with, a fucked up face or something. You got poor bone structure.
Oh, man.
I get that. There's ugly people out there. But those ugly people have the potential to look good.
Right.
You prime example, I'm not trying to fucking toot my own pee-pee here.
Oh, my God.
No, you look at me from when I was younger in my cringy days. And
everyone had a cringy phrase.
Yeah, acne, my hair was all fucked up all the time.
Yeah.
But I actually started taking care of my skin. I started, taking care of my hair, and now I'm just your average guy now. I look normal.
A picture like this is bordering on satire. Who knows if this is even the original, if this person is even real or what. I mean, clearly they're real, but if their profile is really real, I mean, look at that. Look at the fucking chain around his neck. I think that completes it right there.
Chain.
And the obvious genuine seriousness of the selfie.
He's gonna beat you.
Right.
That's the face of beating.
He's a gangster.
No, he's a fucking abusive father is what it looks like. Can you imagine? He looks like he's fucking 4 feet tall. He comes in, fucking twirling that chain. All right, son, come here.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Yeah, just hop on the treadmill, get a haircut, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Anyway, prime example of you know cringe content, if you will. Um, yeah. And that's what the fuck were we talking about? I forgot what we were fucking talking about.
Fucking your brain short circuited.
Yeah, exactly. It was too much.
I don't know. Let's hear. You want to do find of the week?
Find of the week. Oh yeah, so we're doing a thing where so we're both collectors, so to speak. I collect old video games.
And I collect musical CDs.
Yeah. Physical copies. We have both agreed there is just something special about in an age of digital media where you can download
it's nice
shit.
To have
where you can stream on Spotify, where you can buy some fucking PlayStation 1 game on the PS4 store. It's nice to have this original game and be like, hey, maybe I
have
this
the physical copy. Yeah. It's just nice, and I started collecting CDs a little while ago. I mean, I have Spotify Premium, which is a fucking amazing thing. Like, Spotify is better than Pandora.
This is not a promotion, by the way. We're just fucking
talking.
Yeah,
no. It's not a promotion. I just fucking love Spotify, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on Spotify probably 75% of my day, but I have premium, but I still buy CDs because I can say, oh, look, when I went to, Best Buy the other day, I found an original Marshall Mathers LP, and I got so excited. Oh, love this album. I'm going to get this.
Yeah.
And then on my way out, I see the $5 and under bin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, nothing looks good in there. They got like fucking My Little Pony soundtracks and like fucking just like the shittiest music you can think of, like the Wiggles Volume 2
Wiggles reunion tour, live and uncut. Yeah.
With a bonus disc behind the scenes.
This is the one where the Blue Wiggle told everyone to fuck off.
But anyway, I want to do one little push. So I push all these CDs aside. All the way at the fucking bottom of this bin, I see the best of Johnny Cash.
Oh man.
And I'm like, oh, all of my favorite fucking Johnny Cash songs are on that CD. So I reached down there $5.
Nice.
You do the same thing when you find like great deals on something that you see like, why the fuck is this in the $5 bin?
Also on this topic, before we even show what we have, our finds, I wanted to mention Best Buy is not going to be carrying CDs anymore. I don't know if you heard.
What?
Yep, Best Buy is going to be stopping carrying CDs.
What a bunch of fucking assholes.
Primary reason is because people, I know that you do, but people in general, market demographics, whatever, are not listening to CDs anymore. Vinyl has come back, for one.
I want to start collecting vinyl.
Yeah, vinyl would be nice. It's just so fucking expensive.
Yeah, like, $20 for one thing. Yeah. Like, I got Eminem and Johnny Cash, which I'm not going to show them off because I don't have them, but I mean, they're in my car.
Oh.
But those, like, $15 for two of those.
Yeah.
And those are amazing. Vinyl is nice.
Yeah, it is. And even used vinyl, like the good stuff, is still expensive.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, I guess I'll show my find of the week.
What did you get? What'd you get?
This, I don't know if it's easy to see. This is Crash Bandicoot Warped.
Oh my god.
For PlayStation 1, and yes, I do have a PlayStation 1. It is sitting right next to me. I was playing this game right before we started streaming.
You were fucking blowing my eardrums out with it.
Yeah, I forgot.
Get the fucking speakers right next to the fucking microphone.
It's great music. See, he knows the theme song. Everyone knows that song. So this is Black Label version, so it's not greatest hits, which I was super happy about. The front cover is the stereoscopic. I don't know if you can kind of see it, the 3D effect. Very cool. And it has the manual. It has everything. It's nice, good condition.
Crash Bandicoot is a fucking amazing game.
I got this for about $8. I think I got the receipt, which is really good.
That's a fucking deal and a half.
It's the third game of the Crash Bandicoot series. I fucking love Crash Bandicoot. I love PlayStation 1. I grew up with these games. I had that game when I was a kid. PlayStation 1 is probably my favorite console, so you're probably going to... I'm not going to be showing, everything I'm showing is not going to be PS1. I love other consoles, but you'll probably be seeing, a lot of that, a lot of PS1 stuff here and there. Love Crash Bandicoot. It's a platformer. It's gorgeous for a game made in what, like 90, 98 for a game made in 98.
98.
It's fucking. It's
dude,
20 years old. It is
we're
20
grandpas, dude.
Yep, it is 20 years old, and it is gorgeous for a game that is that old. So yeah.
Oh. All right, so there's our finds of the week. My find was just the Marshall Mathers LP and the Johnny Cash, like the greatest hits or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean that Johnny Cash CD, I got so happy because it's got Folsom Prison, it's got I've Been Everywhere, you know, Big River, shit like that. And I'm like, people always like get weirded out when they find out I listen to like Johnny Cash, because like whenever they're hanging out with me, I'm blowing fucking speakers out of my car with like, you know, rap, just playing, just
or metal,
just playing
or something,
metal, rap, like, or just like chill alternative like Radiohead or some shit like that. And then whenever I go out shooting though, when I'm taking the RAV4 up on this like big fucking, it's like a drop and you have to go half the time the car is fucking like at a 45-degree angle and you're fucking driving, I'm just blasting Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man. And I'm hanging out the window. I got, you know, I'm all hillbillied up. I'm just fucking acting like an idiot. All right. So we got a Find of the Week part 2 as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Any notable movies or music that we've found in this past week?
Do you have anything?
Well, I watched The Host.
Oh, The Host,
Wait, no, not The Host. What is it? Life. Didn't I tell you to watch that?
Yeah.
I told you what I'd think of it.
Yeah, you told me to.
Life.
I never watched it.
I'm a little late on that, but no, Life. I watched that. I like good sci-fi movies.
Yeah, me too.
I love sci-fi movies. So like Life was really good. Music, I don't know. What about you?
Let's see. What have I been listening to lately in terms of music? I'm much more likely to be listening to new music than I am watching movies, because I never fucking watch movies. I just watch shows half the time.
Movies are so good though.
The last movie I watched actually was Bright on Netflix with Will Smith, the new
Bright?
Netflix original. Yeah, it's kind of a sci-fi fantasy cop show movie, buddy cop comedy / action. It's really weird mishmash of genres. I liked it personally. I know a lot of people didn't. Really, they're very high production value. I liked it. I thought it was enjoyable. Yeah.
Oh, I found a good sound. I found a good sound this week. It was the starting of a old lawnmower. No, the song I found this week, "Sunrise" by Arbor. I like that. What's it called? Lo-fi.
Oh, you
Lo-fi
you sent me that. I like that.
Yeah, I sent that to you. It was really nice.
Yeah.
So that was something to check out.
Right.
Arbor, Arbour. They're pretty good at making nice little background musics.
Yeah.
I think that's about it for music and movies.
Yep.
Oh, I watched another movie. It had Norman Reedus in it. It was the ending sucked. I'm just gonna say it. It's like everything was like this. You know, like going up, then there was a climax, and then right after, instead of like going down after the climax, it was like climax.
Oh
done.
my god!
But it was basically, it's about Norman Reedus. I can't remember what it's called. Norman Reedus, and I'm gonna look this up. Norman Reedus and a girl. This girl, she's from French.
She's from French.
Okay, I can't fucking type and talk at the same time. She's French.
Oui, oui.
From France. What the hell is that? Norman Reedus, loud French women. What?
Excellent.
I don't. Let me look up his movies, because it was a good movie. I liked it. But the ending just totally, it was good, and then just wow, man.
Yeah.
Fucking sucked. Sky. It's called Sky. Oh yeah, he was in Pandorum too.
Yeah, Pandorum.
That is one of my all-time favorite.
I love
movies.
Pandorum.
We watched that together.
Yes, we
we
did. We visited each other and we watched it together drunkenly, and it was great.
Fucking good. I told you that ending.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we were like, what?
Yeah, it's excellent sci-fi. If you're into hard sci-fi, definitely watch Pandorum. It's on Netflix, I think.
Pandorum. Probably. It's got a great story. It's got a great wholeness to it, and it's just good throughout the entire movie all the way until the end. It's still as great.
Also has Dennis Quaid in it.
Yeah, it's got some notable names in there.
Yeah.
But Sky.
Yeah.
Sky is a French girl and her husband's like abusive. So like they're on vacation to the United States. And they're like in fucking Las Vegas or some shit. They're in Las Vegas and they get into a big fight. So she like basically runs away from him to go find a new life. Yep. And then she runs into Norman Reedus, and he's like this fucking hillbilly, dirty. Why does Norman Reedus always look so fucking dirty?
I don't know. I think it's his hair or something. It's it looks greasy. It's weird.
He's always he looks like you just touch him and like you fucking your hands just glides right off.
Oh my god.
It's fucking greaseball. He's a great actor though. Not really. No, he's not a good actor. He's not a great actor. He's a good actor.
He's all right, yeah.
He's not like...
He can do certain roles.
Yeah, he does roles like this where he's kind of... No, just go on, don't talk to me.
Yeah. He was in Pandorum for like half a minute, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's like, yo, get out of here, man. I don't want to talk to you.
And then he just disappears. Or whatever.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. It's fucking Norman Greasus. Norman Greedus. Greasius. Yeah. All right. I think that wraps everything up. We were going to talk. We ran for about an hour and 5 minutes. So an hour because we had a 5-minute break.
All right.
So we'll have more content next time, obviously.
For anyone who has not seen this whole stream, which seems likely at this point considering this is our first stream, we will be uploading the stream in its entirety to our YouTube channel, which is the same name as this podcast. We'll be updating the Twitch page to have all those links and whatnot, I imagine,
we're pretty bare bones right now.
We're getting there. But okay. So I'm Doug. That's Kane.
I'm Kane.
Until next time.
Until next time, everybody. It's been fun for like the 3 people that watched. So, we'll get for those who stuck with us and watched us. Thank you. And next show is going to be pretty more put together. Yeah. I gave Doug a timeline. I said Thursday, 8:00. If you're not ready, you're fucked. So want to do it every Thursday. Yeah. Remember that every Thursday
at 8
o'clock
p.m. Central Time.
Central Time.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.